too shallow. Nonsense. Oh, God. Hello, everybody. Hi. Let me put that. Okay, we're not joking. They get a picture. Everything. Okay. Okay, we still have it here. I think it works out. I hope it works out. Hello, everybody. I hope it works out. I think the network is bad again today. Hopefully. Okay, it's working. That's good. Hi, everybody. No, terrible FCC. Wrong one, FCC. Hello. Yeah, change picture. Sorry, I put the wrong picture. Wrong picture, Mulolo. Talenti move FCC. The picture to see. Yeah. Daniel, oh God, me like Buju Michi Hombe. Okay, that's good. This is better. Hi, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Welcome on board. Yes, hi. We are just asking the question immediately. Then let's talk about it. I like to speak first before I accept request. Good evening, everybody. Good evening as you join me on YouTube. You're welcome to Prevailing Issues with Ajoke. And tonight, as you're aware, we want to talk about DV as it affects Regina Daniels and the latest victim who is no more to be with us tonight. So on Facebook, we are Nigeria Styles and Beauty Tips. And please help me to share it on Facebook. On TikTok, please power tap. As you come in, please help me to really power tap. It makes it stronger. So tonight, I have come again with Regina Daniels' story as it's really going on. Today, we saw Kemi Olunloyo granted an interview with Kiki, Kiki Atonda, I think Dr. Ruben Atonda's wife. She granted an interview with her and she disclosed some things which is quite, alarming and quite disturbing for any young person that's going through DV or substance misuse. So, like I said, I'm not going to be judgmental on this, like you all know. So on TikTok, we are on Nigeria Styles and Beauty Tips. For anybody who wants to come and join our TikTok, you have an opportunity to always, participate more because you'll be on the panel and you'll be able to speak. It's called Nigeria Styles and Beauty Tips. So you will see us there. And every other person on Facebook, on TikTok, please subscribe to our YouTube. And if you are coming to the YouTube for the first time, please subscribe. Press that subscribe button. And you know what we do on this platform for the first timers? We talk about family issues. We talk about everything prevailing in the society, especially when it's a trending news. We tend to see the trending news. Tonight, I saw another disturbing video, a write-up, an update from a lawyer on Facebook. I don't know them, but it's from a lawyer. So, and in this aspects of my own life, you know what I do as a professional. And aside from that, as a woman, I really want to make sure that anytime I have the opportunity to open my mouth, I need to speak about people who really need that support that we can give to them. Tony Dami, how are you? You're welcome. Mom A. Wale, you're welcome. Shegoni. Olax Ojas, you're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome on YouTube. So, when I saw that story, because I said I wasn't going to talk about Regina's own again, at least we know that she's on substance, she has domestic violence issue at home, And people have been, even people say she's back to her husband. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but they said her husband, the way social media runs, they said he bought her a new car, he gifted her one car, and she's back to his life. Ajokemi, you are welcome, ma. I'm good. So they said she's back in his life, and so everybody have been, peddling rumor. But that's not why I'm here tonight. I'm here tonight because of this woman. I don't know how old she is, but she looks quite an older person, not a young person, for everyone on TikTok. I think I didn't put it on Facebook. Oh my God. That was a mistake from me. I didn't put a picture on Facebook. Oh shit. Okay, let's just go on. I think I forgot to put a picture on Facebook. I forgot to put a picture on Facebook, and I really feel for. I wish we can have a picture there, because this is I don't have a picture there. Don't have a picture. All right, I don't have a picture in my gallery, and it's quite late to put that. So this lady I read. Let's read together. Like I said, DV. You understand? Domestic violence has always been something that's concerning to me as a woman, because daily we see people going by it, being unlived by it, by their partners. And I've said it, when you are going through domestic violence and you decide to stay in that relationship, whether you are a man or a woman, my dear, when you go, nobody will be there to speak for you. When you are gone, my dear, your life has ended, and that is your partner might not be the cause. Might not, even if she was the cause or he was the cause. At the end of the day, they might walk out freely in this society, our country called Nigeria. But let me tell you something. It is time for you to take action, because this is getting so much. Every day we talk about it. People have said, whether you speak from now till tomorrow, people will not listen. They will not hear. Let whoever have ears, let them listen and hear. Domestic violence takes life. It takes life. You have the opportunity to walk out with your both legs now when you are still alive. You have, when you are still alive is when you can claim rights of being alive. But when you are gone, the dead cannot speak. That is the truth. And that is why I want to bring it as raw as I can tonight for everyone watching me. Because like I said, I heard that maybe rumor or through, I don't know, that Regina Daniel has gone back to her husband. So if it is true, that means whatever they do to her, she will enjoy it. I wish her all the best. Whether it's a lie, but if it is a lie, I pray she doesn't go back and let her seek real support where she needs it. If it is truly that she's on substance and again she's going through domestic violence. Now let's talk about this menace called DV. You understand? I've said it to us. Domestic violence does not only mean that the man is eating you. Domestic abuse doesn't mean that a woman is eating you, like physically. It can be achieved through psychological means, emotional means, sexual means, and whichever way. If you are in a marriage, if you don't know your right, come, let me tell you. If you are in a marriage, even marriage, and you have a man that comes home drunk or like every day, he demands for sex, and if you say, no, I am not, in the mood, he tells you, he deals with you in another way around, whichever way, maybe he deprives you of something that that's so dearing to you, maybe financially or whatsoever. That is an abuse that's sexual abuse. Because I can't be ready 24/7 for you as a wife. And if you continually force me to eat, that is LAPE. Whatsoever we look at it in Nigeria, they might say, now you both talk with that. But those are little things that we should be aware of. Now, let's go to this particular case now. As we've been talking about Regina and other people that are going through domestic violence, like I said, I'm not CEO Blessings person. I'm not a fan. But I saw a video she did, and it was so emotional. Do you understand? I might look for the video and I'll play it. Do you know IVD? We all, if for us going, following me, you know IVD story. IVD was married to a young girl, both young couple, and then that girl was only like 32 or 20 something. I'm not too sure of her age now. I've forgotten. And she died last year through domestic violence. She was in her house, they had a fight, and she lit herself up and burnt herself, according to what IVD said and other witnesses. But this relationship was already in a mess. It was toxic. Every family member knew. Videos were coming up where we have seen where IVD was even abusing his own mother-in-law. We could see everything going on, that the relationship wasn't perfect. But that was when she was already gone. She was not there to defend herself. I wanted to restrict her. Oh my God. Maybe because I was using that word. Okay, I'll mind my word now. Wala TikTok itipoju. Want to restrict her. Because, she unlived herself by setting that thing on herself, and she was gone. And after she left this world, the whole family now stood up. She left 5 lovely children, beautiful babies as children. I say babies, I mean ranging from 8, 7, 6, as baby as they are. So she left those children without a mother. You understand? She has been there for a long time. When they interviewed the mom after she left this world, the mom said, and the family said, they have told her to leave the marriage. That most of the time they will go and pack her load. She will go back to the marriage. They will pack her load. She will go back to the marriage, and then put a pistol on Instagram that the Lord has done it. The tunnel, at the end of the tunnel there is light. That's what most people will do. When you have issues at home, you see family members rallying around you. When everything settles, you still go back and make the family members feel like, what have they done? That you don't even care about them. Please help me to power tap. Power tap. So this particular story, is just and so when when Bimbo left this world, less than 6 months, we saw IVD dating the same relationship therapist that was taking care of him when the marriage was in shambles. We saw the same blogger, Blessing CEO, who was there to speak about this case, was the one he started dating. They are about to get married, mind you. So they started their relationship, and it became so much like Pepper Dem Gang kind of story of love affair. And they were showing the whole world that, look, the world is ours, and as if nothing happened, as if no life was lost in this case. You understand? And then the children were left at the mercy of the grandmother and her elder sister. And it becomes a story we tell every day for people to learn from. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó fi story yín ṣe àríkọ́gbọ́n. So, my dear, at the end of the day, they were supposed to go for honeymoon or pre-marriage whatsoever party in Dubai. And the way they have been making it look as if nothing happened on social media, carrying themselves, husband and wife, boyfriend and my fiancé and all that. I think people reported because IVD still has a case of MURD. He still has a case on him, and so he was not allowed to travel out, I guess so. But he traveled. Amen. No, abundance, rain of fire. So he traveled. We wanted to travel with Blessing, and so I think at the airport he was apprehended by the police and he was arrested. He was apprehended and arrested, and that was it. So it was only the girlfriend that left. That Blessing went, and she was the only one there. But when she was, after some days, she was, in her own emotional state, she came out and she did one video. In fact, it is not about IVD. That video, to me, is not about IVD. It's about every other person going through domestic violence. A DV, another strike. Through DV, it is not a child's play. When you are going through DV and there is nobody to support you, you'll be like a failure in your marriage. For her, my sweetheart, I am fellow to marry. How are you, sis? I love you, baby. For this particular thing she said that day, she mentioned something. She said the story is now between IVD and the by person. IVD and late Bimbo. They are the only ones that can tell the whole world what really happened on that day. No one can testify to the real story. We can all judge. We are here judging IVD. We are here judging Bimbo. We are here judging Blessing for being an intruder. But it's only God that knows the real truth. And when the relationship was going through what it was going through, IVD wasn't speaking out according to Blessing. Yeah? Like I said, Blessing can come with her stories to cover up. So I am not for that. But I could pick out things. You know, anything I watch, anything I read, I want to pick out something that is reasonable out of it. But the most reasonable thing I've learned in that, our podcast was about the fact that, look, when you are in an abusive relationship, whether you are a man or woman, please walk out. Do not be mindful of what people will say. If you are there, whether you stay, whether you are gone, people will still talk. It's better for you to leave when you are alive. She was saying it that if peradventure, and that is the truth, when a man marries an abusive wife, it's not only a man that can be abusive. Women too can be abusive. When a man marries an abusive wife, I am not abusive, like I've told you, it's not only physical. Emotional abuse is grievous. When a man marries an abusive wife, and because you don't want the society to say, he left his wife for another girl, maybe he has seen joy out there. Maybe he has met someone out there that is giving him the peace of mind he requires. After trying all his best to ensure that that marriage works, to ensure that he makes his wife happy. And then he meets someone out there, and then he finds his peace out there. The society will look at such man as an irresponsible person, an irresponsible husband. And then what this means is that do not care about what the society will say. When you know, you wear the shoes and you know how it pinches, you know where it pinches. You are the one in the marriage, not I, not this person that's outside, not me, Ajoke, not everyone watching, not your church members, not your daddy, not your mommy. You are the one in the relationship. When you are there and you can see it yourself that things are not working as planned. This is not what I've planned for myself. Please, do not be deceived. We have gone past the era of, what will the society say? To hell with the society. It is not the society that will live with you. It is not the church pastor that will live with you. It is not your imam that will live with you. It is your mom, your mother that will live with you. It's not your father that will live with you. You will have seen the red flag, but most of us tend to stay no matter what. Because if IVD, if it is true that IVD was the one being abused, like I said, if it is true that it was IVD that was being abused in that relationship, if he had left her as at that time and said, no, I am not doing again, people will still say, because it's now rich, he had nothing. It is better for people to castigate you so that you can be alive, your partner can be alive, and everyone will have their own say than that other person being gone. Now, two people are involved. Bimbo is gone down below. IVD is facing serious criminal charges. Now, the children who are at loss is the children. Is the children. So, when you are in a relationship and it is bad and you are patching up, it's either you want to buy yourself or you want the other party's life to just shekini finish patapata. No doubt about it. Because the moment you can see it yourself that it's not working and you are patching up and you are patching up, according to Blessing CEO, she said it was because IVD refused to leave the relationship when he was going through his pains. Men do have emotions too, mind you. Yes, they are like myself too. They've got blood running in them. So they've got emotions too. And so most of them too face domestic DV. But they will not come out to say it because of their ego. And so many times we tend to put all the blames on them. We tend to blame men even when we know ourselves that we are the real Ogbonge Ade. We tend to put all the blames on men. Now, having said that, that's just me trying to let us know that it can happen to a man and a woman. But whoever it's happening to, please use this story I am about to read for you, to you. Please read it and use it as an example. What a can do. So this story came out today about DV. DV, the evil of our time, as I titled it, is on my Facebook page, Nigeria Styles and Beauty Tips. DV, the evil of our time. The writer that I copied this from, that is the person that knows this woman that I've pasted there on my TikTok. He wrote, he said, attention to the Inspector General of Police. Now, attention to the Nigerian Inspector General of Police. Please, sir, we call your attention to this particular case. This is the real case of justice for Odu's family. Justice for Odu's family. This is what we really want people to use their platform and voices for. Because when there is an injustice somewhere, it's for us to stand up against injustice whichever way we can. Please, guys. Now, it's calling the attention of the Inspector General of Police, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, where this happened, the DPO, Adamo Ikorodu, Lagos State. This event happened in Lagos State. And then, Lagos State government, headed by our honorable Governor Sanwo-Olu, all concerned citizens of Nigeria as a whole. And that is yourself and myself here. He said, let me use my glasses so that I don't mess up tonight. Where's my glasses? Let me see if I can use this. Please. Sorry, guys. Don't forget what I do here. I sell glasses. Don't forget to call for all your glasses. DM me, send messages to me. Tell me, Ajoke, I need glasses. Okay? I sell prescription frames and I sell fashion glasses. And they are all designers. I don't sell day-to-day glasses. They are all designers, believe me. And they are affordable. Now, he said, it is with profound sorrow that I share this tragic news of the passing away of our colleague, late Barrister Temitope Odu, who was brutally strangled to death by her husband, Mr. Christopher Odu, on Tuesday, October 14, 2025, at Adamo Ikorodu, Lagos State. This just happened yesterday, guys. As we speak of DV every day, people can still open their eyes and see that they are going through it. Oh. They can hear our voices as loud as this, but they will still stay because what will the society say? Or because of my position in the society, in the church, I will not leave. This happened just yesterday. This person is a lawyer. So now, listen. It happened just yesterday. The harrowing event, which occurred in the presence of their son, has left us in shock and outrage. When things like this happens, it comes like that. You don't know when anything can happen between two adults who are having physical altercation. Okay? When you are having physical altercation, anything can happen. Anyone can be hurt at that time because emotions are high. You cannot control yourself. The other party might not even mean to unalive you or to hurt you in any way, but it will naturally happen. You cannot tell how you will handle the situation when you are angry. So this thing now happened when their own son was there. The son witnessed it. This is a trauma for the son for the rest of his life. Like I do preach, when you are going through your domestic DV, and you think you are helping your children. I am not leaving that marriage because of my children. You are damaging their ego. You are damaging their personality, because they are going to grow up as angered individuals, angered adults, bruised adults. So this thing now happened in front of their son. Lójú ọmọ bíbí inú ìyá yẹn ló ṣe fún ọrùn ìyá ẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ pa. In front of his own mother, the father strangled the mother and she died. In a distressing turn of events, the perpetrator has been released by the police station earlier today. Despite the gravity of the crime, Ejo, who does that? I have never heard where a crime of this magnitude will, where the perpetrator will be arrested and they will release him immediately, or her. I have never heard of it. It is unheard of, because murder case in Nigeria is not a case that they release you. No, you will have to face, you will be in police station, police custody, and then later they will take you to court. So for this particular one, it's unclear. For them to arrest him, that happened yesterday. He was arrested and he was released on bail. For what? I don't understand. So, despite the gravity of the crime, the family has been informed that Mr. Odu intends to hastily bury the deceased body tomorrow, raising grave concern about the potential for evidence tampering and further injustice. He's planning to go and quickly bury her. Thank you so much, Ajoke. God bless you, ma. He's trying to go and bury her, and once she's buried, we'll be looking at exhumation again when we start justice for old wife. No. So, for a man that thing like this happened, are you saying we are not going to perform autopsy? That is why they are calling on the government to please do the needful. Do not let this case escalate to a point where people will start carrying this lady up and down. Not because now she's not a celebrity. Nobody is coming out to speak for her. She is not a celebrity. Nobody is saying justice for Odu. When we can have substantial evidence that this man actually did it, even though we cannot have the evidence on our hands now, it has been confirmed that it was in front of the son. So surely the son must have witnessed it and told the police, and that was why he was arrested. Now he's trying to quickly go and bury. The culture that we hold in Nigeria, that when anything, even here, ordinary here, no matter what happens here, even if you die in the hospital, they will still do their autopsy to determine the cause of death, and that is just for historical reason, for your medical historical reason for the family, to ensure that okay, maybe it's diabetes that made the death faster or whatsoever. They will always ensure that it's in the family lineage, and they always tell them, look, be careful, just taking care of your medical history. And so for your children that are coming up, or your relatives, just to have something to stay on your medical records. Now for Nigeria, this is a crime scene. A crime has been committed, And then this particular person that committed the crime, yeah, wants to go and bury the wife immediately. What happens? Once the body is buried, I want to restrict for again. This is too much. What did I do again? Why the restriction now? See me tell you, so please, why are they giving me restriction on TikTok? TikTokers, please help me to power tap. Why are they giving me restriction? Please let me know. Maybe there's something I'm doing I don't understand. I am saying DV, I didn't call the full name. Okay, I'll be using pi instead of one pound. I be, you about go the TikTok now. Chinese man, make we not talk better thing again. Now, wow, okay. Anyway, he's saying he's going to bury her tomorrow, and so that's why they are calling that. Look, if he goes to bury her, that means he's burying the evidence already. A colleague and an advocate for justice, we must unite in solidarity with the Odu family, particularly the innocent children left behind, to demand accountability and ensure that justice is served. The action of the police thus far are deeply troubling and bespeak a disturbing indifference to the scourge of domestic violence and femicide in our society. A scourge that must not claim another victim through inaction. So I've said it. This is a big deal now, DV, whether we like it or not. And so this writer is saying it is time for us to act now, because this person that left this world is a lawyer herself. And for her to have gone through this, anybody can go through it. And so if action is not taken at this time by the Nigerian police, by the Nigeria authority, anybody will feel that they can buy somebody and go scot-free. We have seen the story of Miriam Sanda in Abuja, that of recent was one of those lists, the name of those that were given amnesty after she killed her husband intentionally. It has been proved. You understand? She killed her husband intentionally. Where is she today? They are asking for her to come back home and her sins are forgiven. So that is how they will forgive anybody that buy you when you are there, especially when they have ego. If they have the money to do case, you understand? Because it is what you bring to court that the judge will judge on. Okay. Now, late barrister, she's late today. She's being referred. This was somebody that was alive last week, Hail and Hearty. This was somebody that was alive 2-3 days ago, Hail and Hearty. Now she's being referred to as late. All of you sitting in domestic DV environment, that is how they will relate to you. By the time you go, you will become late. I pray nobody becomes late as you watch. Amen. When you don't listen to advice, when you don't open your eyes and see and take note of what I am telling you, they will refer to you as late. Whether you are a man or a woman, please take note of what we are doing here. Late barrister Nwoko'S was a newly admitted lawyer called to the Nigerian bar at the recent call to bar ceremony in Abuja. She was a mother, and being whose life was cut tragically short by an act of extreme violence. This is somebody that just been called to bar. Just this last one they did, less than 2 or 3 months ago, she became a qualified lawyer. She attained whatever she has looked forward to in her life. When you look at her picture, you see that she's not a young person. She might be in her 50s, the way she looks. I don't know, maybe it's just her look, I don't know. But she doesn't look like a young girl. And if somebody, maybe she did all up, studying while she's been married, while she's in her husband's house. She was going to school, to college, to uni, and then graduating and then going through law school. Do you know what it takes to be a lawyer? It's not all this mouth lawyer they do on TikTok or on social media. Because before you can consider yourself and regard yourself and call yourself a lawyer, you must have gone through law school. If you went to uni and you just studied law, that does not qualify you to be called a lawyer. You are not addressed as a lawyer. You are not a lawyer. You are just a law graduate. But when you go to the uni to do your masters here abroad, and then you get the qualification, the law school, or Nigeria law school, that's when you qualify to be called a lawyer. This person is a qualified lawyer because she just did they called her to bar just a few months ago, and now she's no more. You can see the sacrifice she has made, even if she's just a 30-year-old person. Don't talk of an older person. The sacrifice made to ensure that she has a life of her own is being cut short because of DV. We owe it to our memory and to the countless women who face similar threats daily to stand up against injustice. I implore all who receive this message to join me in calling for immediate action from the Lagos State authorities. The police must rearrest Mr. Christopher Odu, conduct a transparent, thorough investigation into the heinous crime. We are calling on the government to please rearrest Mr. Odu that lives in Ikorodu, that occupied his wife yesterday. His wife is a lawyer. Nigerian government, Nigerian police, we are calling you. We need you in this case. Please go and rearrest this man that you have released. It is unfair because you have not carried out your own investigation into this matter. Please do a thorough investigation. Do a thorough investigation at the scene of the event and for everything that happened. Please, Nigerian police, don't let them call you names. We know you're doing your best in tackling crime in Nigeria, but there are certain things that you sometimes close your eyes to. When it comes to DV, you don't want to show more in Nigeria. You don't feel it is very important, and that's the way I feel. Please, the burial of the deceased must be stopped, because once they bury that, they bury Mrs. Odu, that's the end of justice for Odu. This body, because nothing has been done, no autopsy, nothing. Sometimes in Nigeria we say because we are Muslims. Olayinka, because you wouldn't have seen, because they bar us, you know, they striked us. They said they gave us strike. That's why you didn't see. This young person that you are looking at, let me just recap for you that are just joining. You know, we have been talking about DV. This person yesterday was spied by her husband. Nínú ilé, in front of their son. They didn't tell us the age of the son, and so that's why we are coming here to give awareness to our people that look, DV is real, and if you allow people to buy you, that is your business. Now the man the man was arrested, and just like you know, the man was arrested and he was released. So we don't know if money exchanged hands, and that was why he was released. But we are calling on Nigerian police to please rearrest Mr. Odu. We beg you in the mighty name of Jesus, for the sake of those children to get justice for their mother, please rearrest Mr. Odu. Do a thorough investigation into the matter and let us work together. We must amplify the voice of the Odu family, particularly the children, in their request for justice. The lives of those children can never be the same again. The role of a mother to children cannot be quantified. The role of a mother to their children cannot be quantified. The role of that mother who takes it up. You understand? Who takes the role of the mother now that you have fired their mother? Now the children are saying we want justice for our mother. And that is why we are calling our people. You must not allow him to bury. Let us rally as a community of advocates, lawyers, and concerned citizens to condemn this act of femicide, to demand better protection for victims of domestic DV, and to ensure that no perpetrator of such crime is allowed to evade consequences. No matter what, it's time for us to come together as one, as a society, and let's take this DV issue seriously. In as much as we are telling our people, and some, I have said it, so many women in DV, especially in Nigeria, are there because of financial instability, because they cannot maintain to leave their home. And that brings me to Nwoko and Regina's case this evening. Okay? The same thing, the same DV that was claimed by Regina's family, that Regina has been going through in that family. And we saw Regina saying it herself in live video, that, you know, she cannot continue with this DV, for her to open her mouth and say it. Of course, we have issues of substance misuse being carried out. That's the case. But let's tackle one issue now at the moment, which is DV. Now, I will take this woman out now because I'm done with her own case, and I pray that the Nigerian government takes it up and ensure that justice is served for the family. Oda people sound in the Mulon show. Sorry, guys. Sticker lo yẹ kí n ṣe. Ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Mi máa rí sticker kankan ṣe. Sticker kan ló yẹ kí n ṣe. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀yin tèmi, kí ló yẹ kí n ṣe? Effect, okay, effect. Sorry. So let's go ahead now. And we know the issue with this case now. It has been turned to substance misuse, which of course is a menace too in our society. We cannot dodge that and say, it is DV alone. Of course, she's going through DV, there is no doubt about it. We have seen his first wife. The first wife that left, why did she come back? Why did she come back all of a sudden? Laila, they said Laila left some time ago and she's back now. She's the one being shown around, you know, paraded as Miss Perfect now, Mrs. Perfect now. But Kemi Olunloyo, like I said, she was the first person that broke the news to us, you know, after Regina family came out, and Regina came out we saw the, you know, trending video. And then Kemi Olunloyo came out to say, no, that's not what happened. That because she was high on substance and she was being, you know, curtailed to stop it, and that was why she broke car doors, she broke car windscreen, she broke windows, she destroyed furnitures. And so we didn't believe her. You know, being who Auntie Kemi is, it's hard to believe Auntie Kemi. Auntie Kemi can lie for Africa. Sorry to use that word. Emma Binu, Ekembe Ndie. Torí mo kàn ń wòjọ́ ni. Auntie Kemi can lie for Africa. So nobody believed her. And so today, I saw, you know, she has been announcing that she's going on live with Kiki. Kiki is Ruben Atonda's wife. Ruben Abati, I'm getting this wrong. Sorry, Ruben Abati's wife. You know Ruben of Arise TV. Ruben Abati. His wife is Kiki. She's a Lagosian like myself. She's a Lagos babe. So Kiki is a host. She's you know, a TV host, you know, and so she invited Kemi Olunloyo because Kemi has said she was the one that investigated the case and she was giving all the evidence and all that, and she showed the evidence anyway. But in that evidence, guys, you can see that the videos being posted by Kemi that showed us broken glasses, you know, broken windscreen. It's just the windscreen and all the furniture we saw. We did not see where the video of Regina performing all these miracles. We did not see her breaking all these things. Oyeyi, Regina's face was not there, her body was not there. We just saw, so anybody could have done that and it will still be said that is, or we can go and, you know, this is the time of AI, and just pick videos, random videos, and put together as, but that doesn't mean I am standing in for Regina, like I said. But what I'm standing in for is that if truly Regina and the family, and the video came out now, they said when they interviewed the mother, you know, we have heard the father saying it was never part of the marriage, and we saw it when they were getting married as at that time. The father was against it, you understand, but it was the mother that stood for her. You know, we mothers, we love good things. So we are saying today where the man, the mother's video came out and it's trending everywhere, but it's in Igbo, and I don't speak Igbo, I don't understand the meaning, but people that translated this said she was saying she was against the marriage. So I think it was after the marriage they interviewed her and said she was against it, and Regina insisted that she was going to marry him. The same man, we saw his video where he said it was pressure from his family that he should marry another wife. Pressure after 5 wives, they are still pressuring you as an African man to marry 6 wives. So to me, that's not a pressure. There's no pressure there, sir. I think it's just your joy to marry virgins. So the man has said, of course, it was being pressurized to marry another wife, and that was why he took in Regina. Yeah, and he told us in that interview that he met Regina through the mother. Listen, he said he met Regina through the mother and brother, that he has his own house in Asaba, his own property in Asaba, that tourists come in there and it's like a tourist center where he has every, you know, Nwoko'S is a very, very rich man, very influential in the society, has a sitting senator. You can imagine what it is. So that those are the ones that owns our money, that owns the money. Nwoko'S said, so they came, the mother came with her children, the boy and the girl, Regina and her brother, to the house, that to come to the house that was being used, that has been used and still being used as a tourist center, to look around the house and say, God, you are good. God, come and do my own. I use this as a point of contact for myself and my family to own houses like Nwoko'S. That was what they did. And so it was there that he met her and asked her hand in marriage. They did not court, according to the man. He told the whole world they only courted for 3 weeks. We treated courtship last week when this happened, and before days ago. 3 weeks of courtship and they got married. They barely know each other. They don't know anything about each other. They just decided to get married. So many marriages have gone through hell because you don't know who you are marrying. You don't just meet somebody under 1 year and get married. How will you tell who the person is? That is a story for another day, and we have even treated that. But for today, so the man said he met her through the mother brought them to the house. I was thinking, when I heard the story of Nwoko'S, and then compared to what mother said, it's like mommy intentionally took Regina there to let Pa Nwoko'S see her. It's as if she knew that the man will not see a young virgin and will not open his eyes to say, I want to marry. Maybe she has heard, maybe she has heard that this man is always looking for young girls to marry. And so she knows she has a beautiful daughter, and she took her behind and went to say they are doing tourism. And when the man saw Regina, he said, wow, nibi makusi boya ni madele, and demanded her hand in marriage within 3 weeks. So who is lying between Nwoko'S and Mama Regina? Mama Regina said, she said, no, you will not marry him. Pikin say, no, I must marry him. But now you take him. What that means, wetin I do now? Now be agbaya. The man still babe, still fine girl. Okay, not be me be agbaya, now Baba be agbaya. Thank you. Baba see babe and said, no, I must marry her. And mommy accepted. Because I can remember that time when the father was against the marriage. The mother came out and said, no, my daughter will marry Ned, whether you like it or not. Because the father was like a man that is old enough to be your grandpa. The man is even older than Regina's dad, older than Regina's mom. And so this is the man you are going to marry. There will always be power dynamic in the relationship. And I think that was what played out with this relationship. The age gap is too much. People will talk about Shade Okoya. Yes, of course, it happens. But Shade's own is a different case totally. This one, under 3 weeks, you decided to marry the girl. And you, Regina, packed in and be a wife. Now, long story, because God has blessed them with beautiful children, 2 lovely children, and we thought the marriage was going on well until this bad boss came. But let's listen to Kemi Olunloyo on Kiki's life today. Like I said, Auntie Kemi is not somebody who I like to listen to. But for this particular case, she came out with that. Ayo Jones, how are you, brother or sister? How are you, Maosa? Yes, the mother has to be blamed 100. But she's saying, now she's not talking, no, she's not speaking. But me, I've advised her last week, and I'll continue to advise her as a mother. You understand? But you know, for Auntie Kemi, like I said, you cannot hold weight with, you have to be careful when it comes to information. But she gave out the information. She was the one that released the video where we saw, broken glasses and all that they said. They claimed that Regina destroyed things when she was high. So she was the one that even told us, Auntie Kemi, how you doing? Auntie Kemi, pa phone go. Wọ́n ṣe pé rọ́bà ń tì mí. But eléyìí wọ́n dẹ̀ pé kò wá parọ́ lórí eléyìí o. Mi ò sọ lórí substance misuse o. But lórí pé wọ́n fọ́ glass wọ́n ṣe gbogbo òun náà gbé fún. Anyway, when you are looking for somebody to give a story to, when you want to patch up things, you can use Kemi. You remember doing this lady's story, the RAP pastor, what's his name again? That time, she was the one that fought for the guy and, she helped him out. So, the same thing. So, it might be one of those ones that they cook up and they give to her to help them to whitewash and do. She does it perfectly. And she can, she can whitewash for Africa. Because, she speaks good English. She doesn't speak like this. She speaks correct Ogbonge phone. She'll put the phone there and then she will destroy you all. So, when she brought out that those videos, the footage and everything, but like I said, we could not see Regina in that video at all. We just saw the damaged car, the damage. So I wonder if Nwoko actually videoed her, or anybody got her, footage doing all these things. It's easier said than done. I can tell lies on anybody that I might have a broken glass here and I say it's Ayo Jones that came to my house. Okay, bye-bye, darling. It's Ayo Jones that came to my house and broke my glass. You understand? But people will see the glass, but they cannot see Ayo Jones. But the fact still remains that I have said it is you, and people will believe me. So, but after she gave out that information, and we're still wondering if she lied or not, because when things happened, when that video came out, people were still saying, could it be AI? It's not possible because this is the girl that we saw showing a man with his pim when he went to Wii. You understand? We saw it now, and people were still saying, Baba, you kind of so, but seeing that was so, and nobody believed it anyway. Believed even the video, the footage of, I have to go. We don't even know if she was, what really happened that day. Was it a movie? People were even saying, no, it's a movie sets and all that. But Kemi came out to say, no, it is true that our son spoke with Regina's brother and he confirmed that he has Pa Ned has always been eating her for a very long time, and they have been dealing with that. So when she did that now, people were like, wow. And then following day, Pa Nwoko came out and updated and told us that yes, this girl has been battling substance and they have spent so much money to ensure that she goes into rehab, but she has refused. And even named 2 people. We are saying it's Annie because we saw Annie with her, but people have said, they said it's not Annie Dibia he was referring to, because said the lady has 2 suppliers that comes to supply her with substance. And so, but tonight, so the guy came out that Papa, sorry, I'm using guy for you, Papa, because you are marrying small girls. But Papa came out to say, no, it's true. We had to hold her. We have been spending so much money on her. And he prays that, she goes to rehab. If not, she's going to finish her life. Ned said Regina was on substance. There's no way anyone in the right sense would go to bed with Ned without being did I not my dear Ayo Jones, I said it that did you know you missed. We did practical here that day. Ojú gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kí ni ó gbọ́dọ̀ bad before you lanu sí gay hair. It's not easy. So it could be that he knew that the girl. I gave an example of somebody in the industry that I know very well that was dating this guy, àwọn agbero, no be agbero, decent agbero, àwọn agbero that you cannot even imagine that person dating, and she will ensure that she takes a bottle of gin anytime the guy is coming to Lagos to see her. She will rush it so that by the time they are having the jiggy, she will not look at the guy. She just wanted the money, because anytime they knack, as at that time, I think she get 500. I like Ginny, I'm not saying the name. So she will close her eyes and take substance, that's alcohol, so that she will be high before she will do that. So it is not impossible that she was using it to, and I actually gave some instances last week. I said she might be suppressing, a pain. People use substance to suppress pain, but they don't know it is temporary. Whether you suppress it, it will still come back. When your eye clear, you will still see it. So even if she was not on it before she met him, for her to, because he said she wasn't like this, before, and all of a sudden she changed. What changed her? What made her go into substance? Something must have triggered her into it. A young girl that has everything working out for her. She has, we've seen her in private jets, living a baby girl life for life. I mean, it's a big deal. So for her to just, or is it that the money was too much and she got so excited with money and she didn't know what to do with the money, and then she started engaging in substance? But we have dealt with that 2 days ago. If you can go and watch the video, that it could be that she was going through pains and she saw some of her friends, she wasn't happy in the marriage, the jiggy she couldn't get because the man, an old man, I go do go come out, go. So she might have been having issues in that marriage, and that made her go into substance misuse. And so this could be part of what could trigger her into it. Marriage can work out, it's possible to marry and the marriage works out very well without too much long time courtship, but not 3 weeks, sir. 3 weeks, 3 weeks marriage, courtship. I beg this story. 3 weeks. What do you want to know about that person? I'm not saying you should court for 10 years before you get married, but at least you have a substantial years of knowing each other. That's the essence of marriage. You can't just meet somebody today and say tomorrow, 3 weeks later, you are married. How do you want to tell who that person is? You don't even know your partner. You don't know anything about that partner of yours. Nothing. I'm good. How can you marry today and meet somebody within 3 weeks you're married? That's not marriage. That's a gift. I dash you something. The mom dash. Adux, you can watch it on our Facebook. It's live on Facebook. The last episode that I did, it is really, I substantiated all the points there. I want you all to go, please go to Nigeria Styles and Beauty Tips and go and watch the one we did 2 days ago. I am not going to repeat it, or 3 days ago. It was really full. We got the best out of it. We dealt with courtship, we dealt with DV, we dealt with substance misuse. So please go and watch it. Yes, you can get, and I don't know if you can see it on TikTok. It should be there, but on Facebook, I know it is live there, so you can get it. So, my dear people, this is somebody, you understand, that how can you meet somebody within 3 weeks you are married? Abba, it's just common sense now. You can't work. How can that work? You cannot work. Help me to power tap. Honestly, it is just quiet tonight. Please power tap. So, like I said, she must have been going through emotions. Something must have pushed her into it. Like so many of them that are into marriage, we can see that she became friends with Annie Dibia. We don't know what Anne was going through at that time. We saw a perfect wedding marriage with Idibia Lucky. But at the end of the day, they had their home, and they departed each other, they separated, and she's living her own life, but she looks happy. And we learned, as at that time, that was when we knew that they said she was on substance. Just the same thing. Okoye, you're welcome. Just the same thing as they have told us with this person. So maybe most of these girls, they meet outside, they talk about their marriages, just like every one of us talk about our marriages. Whether it is perfect, whether it has hiccup, we discuss as women. And I'm sure men too will have their ways of, pouring out their minds to their friends. We pour out our minds, and like, you don't know who you're going to meet. Where do you sit? Why would you go there and sit down? And then they might, like I said, she might be lacking jiggy, and then she has used all the toys Nkechi Blessing is selling. This is not working. She still needs affection. And this is a girl that was married traditionally. No be tradition wey we dey do for Lagos. So their own real Benin traditional wedding where nobody can touch her. You understand? So it is very difficult for her, I believe, because they hold on to their tradition, for any other person to lay with her. And people even said it when they got married, that this man is wicked. How can you allow her to go through that rituals when you know the implication of the ritual for a young girl? What happens if you just spy to tomorrow? Do you understand? So people condemned that rituals he did for her. But like I said, so it could be that, after getting married, having all the monies, money is not happiness. Yes, money is good. When people say money is no happiness, na lie. Money, when you have money, you just be laughing without anybody making you laugh. Mami Isha Takura, how are you, ma'am? You're welcome. You'll just be happy. Money is good. But can money really give you the happiness you want in a man? Do you think because this Ned is rich and I can live in high profile area in Abuja, have cars, have everything I want, go on private jet, does that make you happy? Will that make a woman happy? There are a lot of things that makes a woman. A woman wants a man she will come back to and relate her stories every day. Like this one, that my papa no get money plenty now. The papa wey I marry, he no get money too much. We just dey manage. Anytime when he come back, he will tell me things. Anytime when I come back from work, I go tell her. We dey gist. But will she have the opportunity to be gisting with this Baba? Baba, Abiola Thompson, welcome, mommy me. How are you, ma? Baba has so many wives. She's the last one. She might be expecting too much from this man of attention. And this is a man that is used to virgin. Once he has opened you, your own has finished. He's looking for another one to go and open. Your own has, he has opened it already. He wants to go and open another one. So he has been saying it that he wants to that he can get married. You understand? He can get married to another young girl. He's still in search that he can marry up to 10 wives. So she knows after getting into the marriage that, wow, So there might be certain things she has seen that made her go into substance misuse. Somebody that has been a happy girl, all of a sudden moving with some people, and then moving with some people, some youths like herself. And don't forget, there is youthful exuberance. There is nothing you cannot cheat nature. This is a young girl that had no experience at all. After her secondary school, or university, I don't know, she finished her university, she just got married. No, she didn't enjoy her youth at all. She didn't enjoy hanging out with friends, drinking, smoking, which is natural for most of these young girls. This is what they do now. They go out taking shisha, what do you call it? They want to mingle with themselves. She lacked all those things. She was taken at 19, out of nowhere. 19 years. Did she enjoy apart from childhood, when she was in the movie industry, she was doing it. When she became an adult, to enjoy adolescence, you didn't allow her. You took her from her mother when she, because there was, people said the 17th birthday, some people say 18th, some said 19. Even at 17, at 18, 19, they still need time to grow. They need time to mingle, to know what life is really all about. This girl doesn't even know anything about life. She was just an innocent girl looking for enjoyment. And even if she was the one that insisted on marriage, I believe Mama should have told her the truth about, look, I don't know, maybe you don't know what you are going into. It's not a child's play. You still need time to grow. That's why you see most of our young people here, they don't get married now early. 25, 26, they will still tell you, I'm traveling around, they want to enjoy themselves. They need to grow emotionally, spiritually. They want to grow and know that they are ready for marriage. If you are not emotionally ready for a marriage, your marriage will break down. That's the truth. So Kemi Olunloyo now, after Papa came out, and we have seen then Regina's brother too showed evidence of ice block, and said where we saw Regina using the ice block to patch some bruises, he showed stained white, blood stained whites. He showed some things to us on Instagram, which shows that she has been going through DV, and he wrote it there that, is this substance too? So it is not about substance. You have been eating this girl. It's not impossible that anytime she's high, he wants to get her head back, like, this. Because in this video that I'm going to play, Kemi said he was restraining her. You could restrain somebody and you hurt that person. That's why even we that we are working with elderly or whoever, we know that we don't restrain. You don't restrain anybody physically by holding on to them and everything. You could hurt them. So this particular one, is not impossible that, it was just because he was trying to restrain her, but he was hurting her. So we saw the video. And then there was another video that came out. Do you know that video, sorry, Julie, what do you call her name? Julie Juice or something, Julie's on Instagram, did an update and said, wetin cause make the girl nyash dey bleed. I don't know wetin that one mean. Shey dey enter from back, and the girl say no gree. Abeg make dem no come carry me na leg you, na read. I don't know if na this girl dem dey talk o, but as the story dey go, na that one dey update say oga dey do from back. The girl the nyash don bad, so the girl no gree. I don't know if na true or no be true. I don't know, but na we shake bunny here that and a lot of things happens in Abuja. And in marriage anyway, she's in marriage. If your husband decides to come from the back, if you are good, you can let him enter from the back. If it is true, but I don't know. Maybe she has been allowing him to come from the back. I don't understand if it is this one. So, but those were the part of the gist that we got. That I was trying to come. Why was she? Because that one said, why was she rushed? Why was that lady rushed to the hospital? And she even mentioned the hospital because of the back entrance. So I don't understand. But today, after others debunking and all that, but mind you, the brother did not debunk. Nobody has come out to debunk substance misuse. Yes, nobody. And that's why I really want us to hold on to the fact that surely Regina might be going through that phase in her life, which most youths in Nigeria are going through. Even here abroad, is a pandemic. Is a pandemic that needs action. We need to help our youths. The youths that we are rearing these days, it's all about what they can have as substance. It is a very difficult time for parents now. You understand? So nobody has come to debunk it. When the brother came with even his debunking, he was saying of course, he is into substance. Say I dey smoke, and nobody feel stop. But he did not mention whether that lady is on substance or not. So we'll hold on to that. Now let's listen to Kemi.
Ned has stated that none of his other wives have ever accused.
This is Kiki, Ruben Abati's wife. She is a host of a talk show. She's a Lagosian. She's my Lagosian sister. And so I want to, in fact, this is the first time I'm watching this podcast. But this was completed with Kemi Olunloyo. As Kemi was the one that broke the news to us, that's giving us evidence of substance misuse action, by Regina. So she invited her today to speak, and let's hear Kemi.
Has stated that none of his other wives have ever accused him of, but does the significant power imbalance when it comes to age difference in such a family structure that is being created in environments where otherwise may be reluctant to speak out, because we know how things are in the African setting, so to speak, making their silence an unreliable measure of his own character, so to if we want to keep it real. So I must ask you now, Dr. Kemi, as an investigator yourself, you rely on evidence. The senator has made serious reputation-ending allegations against Regina on staff and substance
misuse.
Where is the concrete, veritable evidence? Where are the statements from the 3 so-called slap staff members? Where is the photographs, evidence of destroying the cars and properties? Where are the medical reports or toxicology? She said, when the person was on the time, Ned has stated that none of his other wives have ever accused him of. But does the significant
Can you hear well?
Difference in such a family structure that is being created in. Ned has stated that none of his other wives have ever accused him of. But does the significant power imbalance when it comes to age difference in such a family structure that is being created in the environments where otherwise may be reluctant to speak out, because we know how things are in the African setting, so to speak, making their silence an unreliable measure of his own character, so to if we want to keep it real. So I must ask you now, Dr. Kemi, as an investigator yourself, you rely on evidence. The senator has made serious reputation-ending allegations against Regina on staff and substance. Where is the concrete, veritable evidence? Where are the statements from the 3 so-called slap staff members? Where is the photographs, evidence of destroying the cars and properties? Where are the medical reports or toxicology scans? Without this, aren't we just left with he said, she said, where the person with all the power and influence is the one making the unsubstantiated claims, so to speak? I would need you to throw light on this as an investigative journalist.
All right. I never wanted to go to that route, Kike, but do you know the term for your eyes only? There's a term called for your eyes only. All right. James Bond had a movie about it. As an investigative journalist, sometimes you want to see things to prove them. And I wanted to know that Regina was up. Nwoko cannot release her medical records to me because even though I'm a family friend, I'm still a journalist. So I asked Ned to switch into video.
Is it possible you adjust the camera a little bit? Can you adjust the camera?
I put it in landscape. Is it better now?
No, can you move?
Should I go back to the one I was?
Probably, maybe you should go back to the one you were before. It seems much better.
So much better now. Better?
Yeah, it's better now. Go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, like, I want to say this exclusively on this show to Nigerians. I'm a pharmacist in America, and 37 years, I will not let it go down the drain by asking for people's medical records and posting it online. I'm not a fan of posting medical records online. If you give me your medical record and you want me to post it online to prove something, I'm still not going to do it. You have to post it on your platform, and then I repost it on mine. That's how it's done. When it comes to things like HIV test, I've seen celebrities post a lot.
Fire.
But on Saturday, in the name of God, in my own hand from here, I asked Senator Nwoko, how bad is this situation? He said he has had to restrain her. He has tried, maybe when he's restraining Regina, Regina may feel me because she has almost herself. So I asked Senator Nwoko, do you have any of those toxicology? I am a pharmacist and I can interpret things. Senator Ned Nwoko, please, can you switch to camera mode? He did. Kike, if I hold this and I put this in front of you, and I put this book towards the camera, you can see what's in my book. That's what I had him do. I actually saw her labs. I don't want the labs. I don't want anybody's medical record. But I saw the name was covered, the hospital was covered. I saw everything. And he messaged me the next chat and said, this is what I've been dealing with for 8 months. The man is going through a lot. My jaws dropped. She's on very levels of 5 different dangerous. We have to save Regina. I said, are you going to send a statement out to the media? He said, I will put a statement out tomorrow. But I went and did a video and showed Nigerians what I saw, as in not anything, I just said it with my mouth. Her system has very dangerous morphine, opioids, vaping, everything. When you have those things in your system, you are going to have psychosis. You are going to go. You can take a knife and you can harm someone. I have seen it many times in this profession. As a pharmacist, as an education counselor, I have seen it all. It is not something you hide. The man is frustrated. You go ask Chairman Marawa about the families that come on the NDLA space, what their own families are going through. When you have one person using family, we have dealt with so many of them. So when I saw what was going on, I'm like, we're not trying to prove anything to Nigerians. So when he released the statement the next day, he just released it. He didn't even send it to me. to look or anything. He just said he's going to release a statement. It was not even a statement. It was just a post on all his platforms. And he mentioned them themselves. I saw them. Her system needs to be cleaned out. Those of you out there that are Regina's comments, you need to go to those comments and beg her. That's what they're doing on my pages on Facebook now. Chemified Africa. Everybody go there. I have a women's page on Facebook that I don't advertise. Chemified Africa. All the women in comments are Regina, please. And they're tagging her. Regina, please go for treatment. I asked them to. If you love Regina.
Yes, and you know, I can see a lot of people typing anti-chemical life for Africa. Yes, I said it the other time. Look at these glasses. Do you like it? It's a prescription frame. Don't forget to call us for all your prescription frames and party glasses. I've said this. I don't believe anything anti-chemi says, and that's the truth. Chemical life for Africa. We all know that. But on this particular one, because Mr. Ned Nwoko'S has come out publicly to update on his verified page that Regina is going to relapse in her substance. Yeah, Onyade, people are saying, a lot of people are saying they don't believe her. But because the fact that Mr. Ned Nwoko'S has come out to say it is substance misuse, and not, of course, he's going to defend himself. He has to defend himself because of his reputation. He is a lawmaker. Why would a lawmaker break the law by eating a woman? You understand? So he's a lawmaker. So he has to save his own name, his own face out of this. And so we will believe definitely, you know, Kemi is paid for the job. That's what she does. You understand? RAPE case, Ayo Jones. Do you remember what's that guy's name? Is that what's that pastor's name that Kemi stood for that time when everybody, it was so glaring that pastor did it, but Kemi was one of those that stood for him, and that was when she was moved to a big house in Lekki, you know, in Aja. So Kemi is known to, you know, help out in such this thing. So definitely when that happened and the story broke out and the video emerged, the man must have, you know, contacted Kemi to give him an idea of what to say. Surely, like I said earlier on, and thank God Kiki even asked that question, that how come we can see him coming to speak and you coming to speak and showing us video of broken doors, damaged furniture by Regina, but we cannot substantiate it because we didn't see Regina doing it. Just like everybody said, Pastor, no, what's this? Pastor, I wanted to remember his name now. That pastor, yes, you remember that pastor. What's that pastor's name? You know? So we didn't see her doing it. And so we'll not, okay, I don't know why it stopped though. I don't know why Facebook just stopped like that. Why is Facebook playing? Not even Marani. Facebook is Marani. Thank you. Power tapping. So we saw we saw only the video. We didn't see any footage on the video. Just like I said, with even DV that they are accusing the honorable minister for, the commissioner for, honorable senator Nwoko, what they are accusing him of, DV. We didn't see him in action, maybe eating her, but it's been speculated. And so it's the same thing with the destroying of things that you have showed to the whole world, that you, Kemi yourself, have showed to the whole world. So on that too, I will still hold on to it, that look, until we know, not Sulaiman, no, not the Pastor Sulaiman, that pastor, Oguntoku, what's that? Oh God, kilo ko pastor not that pastor that was accused of RAP to his young girl. The girl is married to a singer. So, do you understand? So we can't substantiate that. But what we are concerned about as citizens, you know, because somebody was saying to me that, you know, Jaruma that sells Kayamata for them on Instagram, they became friends sometimes, and there was a time Ned arrested her. Pastor Fatoyinbo, thank you, Adeola Adejimi, thank you so much. Pastor Fatoyinbo, as at that time, was accused of RAPE. It was Kemi Olunloyo that was out for, in fact, that time, allegedly, they said she was paid. So it was Pastor Fatoyinbo.
I asked them to.
So it was Pastor Fatoyinbo, you understand? So now, this Jaruma sells Kayamata. What's this girl's name? She sells Kayamata for them. And so, look at, I'll play
for
this
the first
now.
time ever. So
I'll play this. Jaruma, let me tell you about Jaruma. She sells Kayamata on Instagram. She lives a baby girl for lifestyle. Nobody, she will tell you she's married. She got the best man in Dubai. She's, she was all over Instagram. If you're an Instagram person, she's very, very influential on Instagram. So she sells Kayamata. She's a celebrity to the top, like big celebrity, but young lady too, in her 30s. So last year she was taken to rehab. All of a sudden, we just heard that she was on substance. That they brought out video where she was displaying a thing. She was displaying madness. You understand? It was real. We thought it was one of our strategies to sell, but later we heard that she was taken to rehab. Do you understand? So this particular lady was taken to rehab last year. Nobody knew she was on there. You understand? So she was taken to rehab and she was out of social media for months. The same person granted, and she was one of those that said she sold because Regina had worked for her before, influencing her Kayamata. You understand? Regina is a big brand. She influences. She's an actress. Adebimpe, my lovely sister, I love you, man. She's an influencer, and so she herself has been on social media and she sells for people. She influences for products for people. So she influenced her the Kayamata for her. She was selling for her, advertising Kayamata. So I think she broke the agreement between them. That's the Kayamata girl, Jaruma, and was still putting her adverts out and was lying that this girl got her husband through her Kayamata, and they took her to court anyway. So she had to face the consequences of lying. That was before. So, but they are friends. They know each other. So when this happened, come on, let's hear what she said about this case.
Into this substance, or you introduced her? No. She was the one that gave it to me for the first time ever. So I sent you some videos. Now the video is up to your discretion if you want to post it or not. So it's a video of her telling me to drink alcohol. And I'm a Muslim, right? So yes. We kept on just playing and laughing. I was like, no, I can't. I said, no, you have to. So I sent those videos to you. So that one is at your discretion if you want to go public. So after that alcohol incident, they know that I don't smoke. And they know that I don't drink. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. So after the alcohol incident, I thought she would back down and not try to initiate me into any other drug again. So but then a few weeks later, I went over to visit them and everybody there was carrying balloon. And I was wondering why grown people... Hold on. In the matrimonial home, everybody, including the billionaire, was carrying balloon. No, he wasn't there. Just her friends, family, brother. Okay. Yes. So I will ask you something. This billionaire knew she was doing this stuff all this while. Are you trying to say that? Yes, because even when you read his statements, it says she needs to continue her rehabilitation. If you read his statements, he didn't say, I am going to take you to rehab. No, he said you must
You must continue.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does continue
She's always been doing, he has always known how, we're doing drugs, but it just got worse after she got married to him.
Use the D word. Use substance.
Yes, substances, yes.
Okay.
It just got worse. Yes, it just got worse after being with him because, men are scum. Like,
no, hold on. You are trying to tell me she was taking all these things before she married him? She was just a child when she married him, remember? So where was she getting the money from?
Mama, children are the most mischievous set of people in the world. Children are mischievous.
How do you know she was taking it before she married him? You were not her friend then?
Yeah. No, I've always been in her life.
Oh, okay.
I've always been in her life. Yeah, I've always been.
Okay.
I was in her life before they met him. I was in her life before they met him. I was part of the plan all along.
Oh.
I was carried all along from the beginning. Yes, I was part of the plan all along.
Wait. Did you give her Kayamata to use on him? We need to know. Did you do that?
So me, I know that
it doesn't look like
products and products have never been returned back to me. Till date, no single product has ever been returned back to me. So I know I delivered, and I said if you say you've never used my product before, you never used any of my Kaimata before, I'll be so happy for you to return them.
Okay, she was giving you substance while you were giving her the Kayamata.
No, Mama, why are you doing this? I said she gave me, and you're telling me that she's giving me. I said she gave me, but you really want to let me finish the story. I'm not going to lie again. So she gave me the balloon. So immediately I inhaled the balloon. The left side of my brain died. I gave you this interview in January now, and you're asking me to repeat myself again. I gave you this exclusive interview in January. I told you now.
Is Jaruma okay at all? Hey. So this interview with Stella Nwoko'S yesterday was a very lengthy one. So just want to see how we round it up. You heard the first things that she said about Regina Regina actually forced her to take those substances, okay? And also forced her to take alcohol. Also that she gives Regina Kayamata to use on Nwoko. She also said that meeting Nwoko, that's Regina Daniels and the mom and herself, Jeroma, planned it for Ned to actually see Regina so that he can marry her. Because the mother and Regina wanted a Shade Okoya and Eleganza type of marriage. The age gap difference and, swimming in money and wealth. So when they finally planned a day that they found out that Ned was in town in Asaba, they took Regina Daniels, went to his house there, and he met her. After much, they all agreed on something, and that the agreement was that Ned will marry Regina, but on one condition, that she will be the first lady when he becomes a governor or a president. When he becomes a president, Regina will still be the first lady, and that's the agreement though. She also said that Regina Daniels' mom contracted her that she should do back to virgin Kayamata for Regina Daniels. Then the blogger asked, was she not a virgin before she met the man? Said, that probably maybe all this fingering and all this kind of a thing that I don't know. But that she did the job. She did her job. That every job that she did for Regina Daniels, she used it. That she even said, if you did not use it, return my product back. It was not returned back to her. That they did not return her products back to her. So from what I've just watched right now, I can't believe everything 100%, okay? But however it is, I just pray that Regina Daniels and her husband will settle and she'll be happy.
Hey! Oh, this is tough, whoa. My people.
This video is loaded rightly from our sister. We can narrate the whole matter. The matter.
Hi, guys.
So this is love.
So
where did that? Sorry, Jerry. Hey, Wabuku. They used Kayamata for him. Did you hear that? You know when the mother said they only went. Senator said he met her when the mother came with herself and her brother to do tourism in his house. You know, he said his house is like a tourist center. So I was saying it, I've not even heard this as at that time. I said, maybe the mother knew that that man will not see a young girl and his eye will not pop up. You know, some men, you know men in the society, some of them that you know that when they see young girls, now so their eyes go be like person wey wan chop frog. They wan chop the babe as they see am. So if it be like the mama knows, you know, mama Regina, na society lady, na actress, as about actress. So she go don hear about Nwoko'S, like all of us we dey hear about people wey get money. Like if to say I dey small, I go don go look for Shade Okoya husband too. Say make I go na so I go dey go there say I wan help them clean house. And so I go enter. So just like that, and maybe Shade Okoya husband no dey like women like that, I don't know. But for this man, once they know that a man is his weakness, they will go. Evergreen, thank you. They will go and look for that man, you understand? So exactly maybe that was what happened, I don't know. But come, let's listen to this interview.
Wondering why grown people...
Hold on. In the matrimonial home, everybody, including the billionaire, was carrying balloon.
No, he wasn't there. Just her friends.
So the balloon they are talking about, I don't know if you know about the balloon, is to get them high. They take that balloon. It's of recent when we heard of this Mohbad case that we saw, but they talked about balloon. So it's one of those things that gives them ecstasy, that they take it. Once they take it, they get high. Is another substance that they youths use. Is one of those substances youths are going into. Balloons. Parents, be watchful of your youth at home. That balloon will look like an harmless balloon, but once you see them with it, know that something is not right. It's called balloon. Balloon is nitrous oxide. Thank you. Nitrous oxide. So most of our young people are into it. And so this lady said she was in their family home. So what Jaruma is saying is that this is not the first time that even Nwoko'S knows. Really don't mind that person. Nwoko'S knows that Regina has been using substance all along. And like I said, no. It's not easy to do certain things when you are dealing with somebody that's older than you. People have gossiped that she might be taking most of these things to get high before the man lays with her. You know, it's not easy to marry somebody who is very, very, very like your ancestral father. But that's what people are saying, you know me. So, nitrous oxide dissociative drug, which means it causes people to feel separated or detached from the body or physical environment. And I've said it's just like most of any other substance, you know. Most of them use this to, numb their pains. You understand? So most of the time, they go into these things to use it to get their pains off them temporarily. Temporarily, but they don't know it comes back. So most of them are into it. So she said she was there and she saw her taking it, the whole family. That's maybe her brother because her brothers are always with her. I mean, one of the brothers is always with her and her friends. So, and then reading, and it's true, reading what Ned wrote out there, he said she must return to rehabilitation. She must return to the rehab. Ike Johnson, that's what we don't understand. If she was only 19 when she married him. But we can't tell because only she was 19. Of course, there are a lot of young girls that are into it. We see them, so we don't know.
I gave you this exclusive interview in January. I told you now. And you're not asking me. The left side of my brain died. And when it died, I was standing up when she put the balloon in my mouth. And so my mouth shifted to the left like this, and saliva started coming down this way, and I was going down. I fell down too much, and they were like, yeah, that's the effect. Don't worry, after you do it like 4 or 5 times, you become a professional like us. You won't have this effect again. This is a first timer effect. I gave you this explosive in January, and Mama, you was asking me this.
Okay,
After I was on the floor for like 40 minutes before I could get myself back. And then I left because I was very angry. You asked me to take alcohol. I said to you, I don't take. You asked me to smoke. I said I don't smoke. But you still had to give me the balloon when you know very well. I'm my mother's only child. So everything that happens to me, my mother.
And like I do tell us, most of these youths do most of these substances by peer pressure. Jaruma is a kayamata seller. We know she behaves erratically, but nobody has ever associated her with substance. But she is saying, and this is a big allegation, so if it is not true, I'm sure Regina and her family should take this up. This is a big allegation she made just yesterday, that it was Regina that introduced her to balloon taking. That she went to Regina's family home and Regina offered her alcohol. She's a Muslim and she refused, but Regina still forced her and forced it into her. That is how most of our youths get into most of these things. Some of them are brought home from a very good home, homes where their father has never tasted alcohol before, or their mother. But they go out there, they mix with friends in school, in colleges, and that's how they start. And it is an addiction that is very, very difficult to take off. And so she said it was the same lady Regina that introduced her to balloon. That the experience was that they asked her to blow a balloon, and she blew the balloon, and she felt that her mouth, and she even showed it. She described how her jaw felt and her mouth like this. And they started laughing. All of them were clapping for her. Yeah, that's the joy of it. And that is what youths will do. They push themselves into things. They'll say, yeah, you are becoming a big girl. That's it. That's how to live your life. Yeah, you understand. So exactly what she has told us. Like I said, she has alleged, and this is a big allegation, aside from what Paned Nwoko has told us. I've said it, I'm not part of those that will say, yes, he didn't beat her. It's a lie. She wouldn't have said the DV if she was not going through it. And we have talked about it last week. But for today, let's undo this substance misuse and let our youth know the effect of it in the society as a person, what it does to you. Okay, Joe, you help us the topic.
You give her kayamata to use on him?
I just want to cut that out.
We need to know. Did you do that?
So me, I know that I delivered.
It doesn't look like
I know that I delivered products, and products have never been returned back to me. Till date, no single product has ever been returned back to me. So I know I delivered, and I said if you say you've never used my products before, you never used any of my kaimata before, I will be so happy for you to return them.
Okay,
you know,
so
and
while you were giving her kayamata, she was giving you substance while you were giving her the kayamata.
No, Mama, why are you doing this? I said you she initiated me and you're telling me that she's giving me. I said you she gave me, but you didn't even allow me finish the story. I'm not doing the live again.
How she does this?
You're looking at me, girl. Okay, talk. Just go ahead and talk. Let's listen to you.
So she gave me the balloon. So immediately I inhaled the balloon. The left side of my brain died. I gave you this interview in January now, and you're asking me to repeat myself again. I gave you this exclusive interview in January. I told you now. And you're now still asking me. The left side of my brain died. And when it died, I was standing up when she put the balloon in my mouth. And so my mouth shifted to the left like this, and saliva started coming down this way, and I was going down. I fell down too much, and they were like, yeah, that's the effect. Don't worry, after you do it like 4 or 5 times, you become a professional like us. You won't have this effect again. This is the first time I effect. I gave you this explosive in January, and Mama, you're not asking me this.
Okay,
After I was on the floor for like 40 minutes before I could get myself back, and then I left because I was very angry. You asked me to take alcohol. I said to you, I don't take. You asked me to smoke. I said I don't smoke. But you still had to give me the balloon when you know very well I'm my mother's only child. So everything that happens to me, my mother doesn't have, and it took my mother 13 years to have me.
Understood. So, what you're now trying to say, because that's what I wanted to know, if this billionaire's wife was into this before or not. But it looks like after he married her, he still allowed her to do it because he must be complicit. He couldn't have told her to stop, put all measures into place, and she didn't stop. Because if she posted...
No. Initially is when she takes it, she's lively and, more lighter. So of course she can have sex more, she can be happy while having the sex, She can be smiling while having the sex, So initially it was like that.
Oh my God.
Initially it was not, it was never intended to get out of hand. So initially it was like, okay, yeah, it's looking for me to allow her to do it since it makes her feel.
Can we not use those words on this live? Can we not use those words so that I can post it later and they don't bring it down because of all these vulgar words, please? You can use the S word. You don't need to call it out in full, please.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. And she also told me that she has to drink to stupor before she can make love to him.
This girl, what the hell? She told you that she has to drink to stupor before she goes into the other room with him?
Yes. No, make love is a easy word now. So Instagram won't take down our life because we say make love.
Okay.
It looks like...
Am I stressing you? Am I stressing you?
See, I'm trying to say something here. This lady went into this marriage probably convinced by her mom that things are going to be okay. She went in and the thing...
Mama, do you know that I told this girl, I said, babe, when they called me to do Back to Virgin, there's something called Back to Virgin. It's a product. When I make Back to Virgin for you, I'll mix it for you, you insert it, and I'll repair that place very well. So when they call me for Back to Virgin, I said, babe,
Daruma, just pop it right there. You mean you reverted her back to being a virgin? Hey. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And he thought he married a virgin?
Hey.
Mama, why are you making me repeat myself?
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
So you see, maybe it's not really we're not really saying Chinako. Maybe na finger they used open the place. You understand? Not be saying anak. You understand? Maybe na finger. Anyway, when they called me for Back to Virgin, right? And I said, babe, I said, babe, you didn't take a hakuri katang. Take a hakuri, wallahi sai kin haɗu da namiji yaro mai kuɗi saboda kina da kyau. Me kika rasa? Kina da kyau, in take a hakuri katang zaki. I said this thing. I said, babe, if your patience small, you meet a younger guy that has money, you have all the potentials now. You are beautiful. You're hardworking. You have all the potential to snag any man of your dream.
And what did she say?
Be patient and you'll get there. They say first guy not be thief. They say the hustle is real. So they cannot leave the branch and hold on to a leaf that they are not sure if the leaf is coming. So it's better to hold on to the branch.
Okay, hold on. People are saying, alleging that the mom convinced, forced, coerced her into marrying him. Since you say you've been there all along, what is your take on this?
There was no coercion the way people are saying, because you remember even that time, people were not like, see mom, see with younger guy, oh, and you, they want to go and treat you with ancestor. Oh. See mom, see don't do, why mom, see go do you like that? She don't love you, understand? Right? So it wasn't really a force, you know. It was the offer of, I'm going to be governor, you'll be first lady, I'm gonna be president, you'll be first lady. So that was the offer. So it wasn't like mama really forced and coerced and no.
You cash or promissory offer? I don't understand.
Yeah.
He was given a lot of money. So
No, not money. No. I said, Mama, why are you doing this to me? Me, I'm not enjoying this life. I'm going to job. Why are you doing this to me? Mama, what kind of thing is this?
Thank you, Gorilla Boys. Thank you.
okay, continue talking. I'm asking you questions. Talk.
What are you asking? Mommy, I told you now. I said that the promise of look, if you marry this guy, if you marry this man, this is us. Let me tell you something. People, human beings, they don't know their value. They don't know what they're worth. So they always feel like they need to step on someone, as in have a stepping stone to be elevated. So to them, they never saw her in the circle of this
Big girl.
Okoya. How will she get to the Okoya status? How can she be like Shadi Okoya? Do you understand? How can she be on the same level with the $100? How can she? Okay, so now to them, this is the only opportunity for her to get there. Because if he eventually runs for governor, they'll make her first lady. If he eventually becomes president, they'll make her first lady. Do you understand? So that was what they were saying. So they saw it as this was the only stepping stone, the only way to get there.
Hey.
And then I said, Mama, are you sure? Are you guys sure about this thing? Somebody, did Regina tell you? God damn it.
Look at close.
If she's patient, just a little patience,
She'll have met her mate.
she'll find a young guy that has.
So you couldn't convince her otherwise as a friend not to go ahead?
Me, so that when something goes wrong, they go talk say, now you even look like you're jealous. If you even look like you're jealousy and envy, you don't know when people are seeing this kind of thing. They don't hear word. They don't listen to anyone.
But you will let me ask questions because it looks like you're trying to take my mouth away. You told this your.
But you're asking the same questions over and over. Mama, it's no sense now. You're asking the same thing over and over. I will say something and you still ask me the same thing again.
There are people listening that don't know what you told me off camera that I need to bring it up. Do you get me? Do you get me? I need to ask you those things. Now, you're saying that the mom did not force, convince, talk to her. It was her own decision to go ahead with the marriage. That's what you're trying to say as her close friend. Allegedly? Drama, be calm.
Lolly day.
Mama, it's simple now. Mother and daughter saw chance. It was a 50-50 thing. There was no force. Mama, why are you doing this? I'm tired of saying this.
They all wanted the money.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me tell you, the mother did not discourage it. If that's the word you're looking for. The mother encouraged it. She didn't discourage it. If that's the word you're looking for from me. But the way people are saying she was forced. No. It was a 15 my baby. Look at this thing. Oh. How you check her, my baby? How you check her now? You know what God do. I almost see his house, man. If you tie this one down, you don't catch you. See his house. If you, do you know that house was planned? Do you know we set up that thing? We knew we were tracking, tracing. So we knew when he was going to be in the house,
Did
so that she would go like she has gone on tour, and his eyes will fall on her. Everything was planned from the beginning now, Mama. Everything was planned from the beginning.
I'm sorry.
Hey, hi.
Oh my God, you and her mom, something told you.
So they planned it right from the onset.
No wonder they
When I see her, and I knew she will call. She will call me. She said, "Baby, where is your sister?" All of us, we were all in this together from day one.
So they arrested you because of all the things you were trying to say then. Like, is that what you're trying to say?
No, we're talking about these things now because of the current situation on ground. But what initially happened was in 2020, I paid her 10 million naira for advert to advertise my bride.
Okay, we know about that one.
When businesses were down, people were losing their jobs, everything because of Corona. So for a young, no governor father, no minister father, ordinary color, no seller, I carry 10 million, I paid for advert. Hold on, no, I got 3. I dropped one now. I paid at once. One, then she didn't do the advert. 2020, 2021, 2 years she didn't do the advert. I had to come to Nigeria in 2022. I said, okay, maybe when you pay someone for something, maybe they don't do it because they're not seeing you.
Wait. This one you're saying right now, Jaruna, this one you're saying now is not interesting me. You mean you and the wife, the current wife now, and the mom planned to capture the billionaire? Like, you guys set him up?
So I said this and you're asking me to repeat it.
No, it's like, I'm not saying you should repeat it.
I said that we planned. We knew the day he was going to come and be in the mansion in Asaba. So that was why did she go when he wasn't around? You can go anytime and tour the house now. There are times that he's not there. You can go anytime and tour.
Sorry, no vex. What
kind of thing is this? Me, I'm done. I'm going out this way. I'm not doing again.
Sorry. Oh my God, this is so professional of me. I'm sorry. I got talk small. Okay. Oh my face don't red because I'm trying to hold my laughter. Okay, so
let me wait. Let me tell you something. All these people, I can see your comments. Oh, you guys, all these people on this line, all of you, 288 of you, I can see all of you. Let me tell you something. I don't see shege where I'm at the point where I don't care. There's no any other, let's bring her down, let's put her down. There's no any other downer than the down, I'm down. There's no any other downer. I've seen everything to the point that I took my own life.
Anyways, that is Jaruma. For everyone asking who is that speaking, Jaruma is a friend to Nwoko'S wife, Regina Daniels. She confirmed to us, like I told you, what she does is she sells kayamata. Kayamata is the substance ladies use to get our men these days, to lock them. They put it in their thing and it is like a sweetener. When the man is doing it, he's sweetening him. He's doing it, he's sweetening him. He's doing it, he's saying, ooh, hey. And he will forget about the other wives. So according to her, the lady interviewing Jaruma is Stella Nwoko'S. She's a blogger. So Stella has gone to look for Jaruma because Jaruma is a friend to this lady, to Regina. Like I said, Jaruma herself went through rehab last year when she was in serious substance misuse. She was taken into rehab center. It was that bad. And so, because this particular thing has to do with substance too, that's why Stella went to look for her to interview her. And like I told you all, if this interview this interview she did is not a private interview. It's on national TV. It's on national whatsoever. If somebody accuses you of using something, if it is not true, it is time for the family to hold Jaruma responsible, accountable for what she has just told us. Now we know, even without being told, sincerely just common sense, when the mother took the children there, like I said earlier on, if you know that this is what a man likes, most people will push that thing to that man. That is the truth. If I have an maybe I've heard a gist somewhere that Ooni of Ife is looking for the 7th wife, that he's looking for a 7th wife, and I get that information reliably, yes, from somebody very reliable that knows Ooni of Ife very well. You know, he has 6 beautiful wives, and they said he's searching for 7th wife, and that the 7th wife must come from abroad, that is looking for abroad-based babe. I'm just using that as an example. And then the person must be black girl, old woman, that even older than him. And that he's so desperate now. I can carry my bag tomorrow and go to the palace and say I want to go and do palace surveying. I just want to come and see the king. I will have planned my way very well with that person that is talking to me about the king, that I am coming. When will the king be in the palace? And I will go there as a visitor, as a tourist. Exactly what they said, what Jaruma has explained to us, confirmed to us, that she is aware of it. And for Charles Okpara, that was saying, is this restorative or destructive? Believe me, on this platform, I talk about something restorative here. What can we get out of substance misuse? How do we help her out of it, instead of telling lies that she's not on it? Instead of covering up, this is the time for everyone to stand up against DV and substance misuse that is dealing with our youths. DV is dealing with mostly our women. A woman just died yesterday in Nigeria. I talked about it earlier on. When you are in a DV environment, you're destroying the children, you're destroying your life, and at the end of the day, one of you will go. And then you eventually destroy your children's lives. And for substance misuse, once you go into it, to get out is difficult. You need help. And so this gossip came into this because people have been saying it was the mother that forced her into the marriage. Like Jaruma said, and it's common sense. Ganusi, DV, tabatu person, want to magbe wakuo, DV, domestic, otiyeyin, V, come and lura won pa ninu ile, ohun ni. Do you get me? So, we have said it before, that the mother must have taken her there so that the man will see her. That one point has been, cleared. People have been accusing the mom that she forced her into the marriage. The woman said, no, it's not as if she forced. The girl loved it. The family, that's the mother and Regina, saw an opportunity to become the first lady of the States. Who will resist such opportunity? When the man said, okay, I like you. Oh, fine girl. The mother quickly said, I beg if now. Not that she was forced and that Regina was saying, no, I don't want. That is being forceful. But this one, the girl too saw, and the mother encouraged her. What she's trying to say, that if the mother had said no, definitely she would not go into it. Even if she's going to go into it, the whole world will have heard that the mother was against the marriage. But this time around, everybody wanted Shadi Okoya's lifestyle. I said it 2 days ago without even going through this, that every lady in Nigeria wants to be like Shadi Okoya. But you don't know what she's going through in their home and what she has even put into that relationship for a very long time. You cannot compare yourself with Shadi Okoya's lifestyle. You cannot get it. Some of you that you are looking for it might be difficult. The man you are meeting might not be that kind of a man that the Okoya is. It depends on your partner. If truly she was looking for Shadi Okoya's lifestyle, she had the lifestyle at the end of the day. Do you get me? You show that definitely she had the best of time when she was with this man. And I guess she's still there, because at the end of the day, what we are saying, they might be settling at the back there. But let's undo what matters now. So she now told us that, Ned doesn't marry the one that has the thing has opened. He likes it tight and intact. So she, Jaruma, because she sells those things, she said she sold restorative thing to her to restore back her virginity. That I would say, ladies do it now. They go to Turkey to go and seal up the thing. You can reconstruct your thing. That's the truth. If you have done it, in our olden days, we use alum. We wash it when you are going to your boyfriend place so that it will be tight. And the guy will think, you are very clean. You are very, you are like a mini virgin. We used to use alum to see our boyfriend in the olden days. But now, what they do is they go to professionals. They go and reconstruct the place when they meet a big boy that wants a virgin. So when you meet a virgin, the virgin might not be a natural virgin. So that's what I'm trying to say. She had said that she was the one that sold the thing for her to use. Whether she lied or not, we don't know. But that's what she has told us. And she said they did kayamata for her to get the man to marry her by force. So whether she lied or not, we cannot authenticate. But that's what she has told us tonight. But the truth still remains that we cannot take away the fact that she herself was on substance and she was taken to rehab and she was taken care of. She's now fine, back to her business. If she has come out to tell us that truly, this girl has been taking substance, that means she is into substance misuse. And I will not take it away. The one our Auntie Kemi has said is not beating her. It's a lie. Because when you look at the other wives that left, one wife that left before, said something like that. Alleged the senator of doing that. And it is not impossible with this kind of, with the age difference. It's very, and we saw a video where there was a time they had a problem that they went to beg this man, the family, the mother was begging the man, they were joking. And the man said, she has to respect me like a father. She doesn't treat me like a father. You understand? There is age difference. There is age dynamics. There is control going on in this marriage. There is no way you marry an older person and then the person will not feel insulted sometimes when you talk to them. Even those that take only 5 years from you, 6 years, they'll say, am I your mate? Not to talk of grandpa. And then she naturally would want to just have her own relationship. She wants to have it the natural way. Like her friend said, the woman said, she begged her that time, don't marry this man, you'll still see a better man. I said it the other time when I did my show. As a young girl, do not be pressured into looking for rich men. You can be whatever you want to be in life without a man in your life. So many things our youths are seeing on social media are pushing them into doing things that are unreasonable. We see fake lifestyle on social media and we tend to want to go into it. We want to do everything. We want to fake it to make it in life. And so the lifestyle she has seen on Sadi Okoya is the kind of lifestyle the mother wanted for her. At least the father said it at that time. If the mother was against it, she would have said it. But it was after the wedding, she now said she was against it. Most of the mistakes we make is from some parents. And surely this girl needs help. Let's stop apportioning blames like I said the last time I spoke about it. She surely needs help if you really want to be truthful. And I don't know, because she has been quiet now, maybe she has it. And my advice to her as a mother is, if you have people around you, Regina, that wants you to go back for rehab and rehabilitate yourself, it is time. You have a very brilliant future ahead of you. And for everyone going through substance misuse, is a difficult thing. It's a difficult demon to go off. Those big ones that are into the business will not want it to stop because that's their source of income. But it's for you, young girls and boys, to know that once you taste this thing, it is going to destroy your lives. Please, I'm pleading to anyone, any young person listening to me here or that will listen to me later. You cannot do anything in life with it. It will totally, always have it at the back of your mind. Think about those great ones that have gone beyond because of substance misuse. Whitney Houston, what happened to her? Think about it. See how a talent left the world. There's one girl here, Amy Winehouse, here in the UK. I love that girl. The same thing happened to Amy Winehouse. How a talent got lost through this means. A lot of our young people that are supposed to be in university, because there's no way you can concentrate once you are using substance. Nothing matters to you at that point. You are very high. You don't know what you're doing. It gives you false narrative as at that time. I am begging us, please, youths, there are a lot of things you can make that you can, use in relaxation time. You can relax with lots of things. If you want to drink moderately. Drink moderately. Do not be pressured by friends and peer group. We are addressing because you have said something that, okay, could it be because she's in that marriage? I have said it before you came. There must have been something that pushed her into it. It's the environment. It could be because of the marriage. We talked about it. I said go and watch the previous video I did. Please. It's on YouTube there and it's on Facebook. It could be because of the marriage that she's having so much emotional issues in the marriage. So it could be. I have not taken that away. I am just advising everybody generally. And if it is that environment where she is and she's not happy in the marriage, and because she has to stay there, she's suppressing her pain with it, then it's time for her to leave, just like the DV issue. And for all of you that you are into this business of transporting this thing, doing this business, remember there is God, though. Honestly, I know it's your means of livelihood, but you're destroying talents, you are destroying youth, you are destroying future generation with this. Believe me. People that should be useful for their family, you have destroyed their lives with substance. Emotional abuse can, of course, of reliance on substance. I am not in doubt of that. I said it last week. Regina Bay, Jean Carré. Emotional abuse can increase reliance on substances to cope and suppress unhealed wounds. I said it last week, sir. Oma. When they are going through some emotional issues, they tend to have something to suppress their pain. It's a temporary pain reliever. Something was have pushed her into it sincerely. It could be with just some friends, that are going through the same thing, the same issue. Maybe second wives, third wives, or just ladies that are in marriage or in relationship and they are not happy. You could see when this thing happened to, what's her name? Hani Dibia. She was there for her. She was the crying shoulder for her. We saw them going out partying together. That was somebody that was in pain, that was going through divorce issue. And so many of them could meet up and they start talking about these things. It could be sexual deprivation. This is a girl that's a very, very young girl that's married to a billionaire, an older man, and I'm sure when the man met her, maybe he was trying to use everything to make sure that the thing can stand. You cannot, the sexual performance of this man, you cannot compare it to a younger man. Never. Never. She must be going through a lot in her marriage. It's not impossible. And she will rely on it. Maybe the man is not even there to listen to her cries. He doesn't even know when she's going through her emotional period. So she meets people around her. And who are the people you are meeting out there? Those that have the same issue with you, those that have been in substance misuse and they use it to calm themselves down. They introduce it to you bit by bit, bit by bit. Just like Jaguma said, they introduced her to it. But she was able to withdraw from it because she got help. So enough of us putting blames on mommy. Mommy has done her own. But the truth still remains that she will know herself that, of course, she's not the one that pushed the girl into it, but she was an enabler. She allowed her daughter to marry that man because of what? Money, not because of love. You can't call that one a love now. No, that's not love. You know the truth about it. So it's time for us to come together and ask Mama Regina to help Regina out of this. Do not push her back into that marriage if she's going through emotional abuse. Even if it is not only, eating her. If it is true, because something must have led her into, if you didn't give her a hand in marriage when she was into it, she wasn't taking it when she left your home. And then a woman being in a man's house, she started that. Something must have triggered it. Definitely, 100%. You see that the man himself, that your girl that you married out, it's either the girl. You can, but I have to give you the number to call. Do you want the number? Okay, let me give you the number to call him. Get your pen. +234 is a Nigeria number. +234 90 166 28939. +234 901 6628 939. When your daughter is leaving your home or your son is leaving your home, is not into substance misuse or she's not into substance misuse, and he or she meets a husband, married a man, and then there in that home, he started taking substance, something definitely must have happened that pushed her into it, 100%. And they have identified the fact that he beat her, but beating her, why? Mobbing, so that people like you can learn. That's why I'm talking. So that people like you, that if you are going through it, you will know what can you do. That's why. Do you get me? So surely something must have pushed her into it. And if it is true that she's going through domestic DV, please, any one of you, I told you a lady that was strangled by a man yesterday, a lawyer, do you think she doesn't know her right? But where is she now to fight for her right? She's no more. She is no more.
4, 7.
Hello?
Phone call on the live chat on YouTube.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, because obviously I'm a trainee psychotherapist, so I'm based in London.
Okay.
And I think everything that you're saying is correct. I do feel like money can't heal unhealed wounds. I feel like the lady in question, Regina, because she hasn't had the best emotional stability or safety in her home, she has sought elsewhere for that safety. And unfortunately, that has resulted into seeking money, clout, things that are very much temporarily pleasure, but causes a lot of long-term consequences because she's not fulfilling herself in the right manner that will improve or keep her self-worth stable. I feel like a lot of young girls, they see the fast life and think that it's easy to obtain it and attain it. When in reality, it takes a lot out of you, psychologically and physically. The fact that her mom allowed her to marry a billionaire. Look, marrying a billionaire, it comes with stability, it comes with, status and things, but there is a lot of sacrifices that comes with it as well. That's why a lot of these billionaires have multiple wives, have multiple children,
100.
because they can get away with it. And especially if you come from a family that is not of that class, who's going to defend you?
Nobody.
Who's going to stand up in your case? So I feel like before anyone, if you are in the dating game, if you are thinking of getting into a relationship or you want a man of wealth, you have to ask yourself, are you ready to sacrifice a lot to seek that, when you should be focusing on yourself and obtaining it outright on your own, so that you don't have to be battling it out with someone who's not on your level? Okay, these are the times where, unfortunately, when you marry somebody who is above your status, you have to bring something to the table.
100.
Otherwise, they will use you like trash. They will take you for granted because they will feel like, what do I have to lose? You're dependent on me. I can do whatever I want with you. What do you bring to the table? Regina has a lot of talent, a lot of things she can do, but because of her self-esteem, because of a lack of social support system, because of a lack of self-awareness and emotional healing, she has resorted into illegitimate means to cope and to sustain herself. And this is what the consequences is. All I do pray, I pray for her healing. I pray for her, her child, and I hope that the cycle of trauma does not repeat itself.
Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sincerely, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Let's clap for her. That's the truth, When you have no support in place, when you are going through that trauma, because so many of them, they don't think about the consequences of marrying a billionaire, a millionaire. They just want it. Just the superficial enjoyment. That's what they want. They want the whole world to see them as first lady, as this. But what are those things that you are going to cope with? How do you cope with them? And so Regina's own is not different, and that's why I said, okay, now it is time for you, Regina, to please seek help. Substance cannot help you out of this. Yeah, you have therapists, and a lot of them are now in Nigeria that they can help you out and be going to rehab, as your husband has said. So, and then you know what is good for you. You're wearing the shoes. You know that this marriage thing is not working for me. God has blessed you with 2 beautiful children. What else are you looking for, my dear? And you have your job. You have your work. You are a brilliant actor. You can still go back to your acting career. Them taking away the private jets and even what we heard allegedly, that all the things are not even written in your name. That everything in Panet's house, as it doesn't write anything in any woman's name. So everything is his own. He's a lawyer. He knows his onions. You understand? So definitely, okay, I'm not being. You said most ladies are on dating sites. You want Regina to join them, Abi? Okay, good. So you are part of those that will tell them to stay in a marriage, whether they are emotionally abused, physically abused, or whichever one. All because you don't want to come back and be looking for husband. Is it having another man? Is it having a man in your life that makes you happy totally? So many of us are making that mistake. I know a lot of ladies are looking for husbands, but please, are you looking for a real husband or a husband? Don't be part of those that will be forcing people to go and get married by force. So it's better to remain a single mother, a single lady, than go to where you'll be pied. This lady, a lawyer, was just pied yesterday. Yesterday, her husband strangled her. So are you saying I should pack up in a marriage that I know is going to take my life, or because I don't want to end up being one of those looking for husband? There is nothing. Oh, they took that. I think YouTube took that away before, because they can see that you are an enabler. Honestly, you are an enabler. You are telling somebody that is it because of an abuse you are leaving a man. You can imagine our mentality. Can you imagine our mentality? If somebody is writing here that is it just because of an abuse you want to leave a man? How to say restrict? We will go now. Go away. I'm not appealing. You are restricting too. Your restriction is too much tonight. I'm not in for that. So you are allowing somebody to abuse you. Now you with your husband now. How can you be encouraging ladies to stay in an abusive relationship? Anyway, my own take home for you guys today, and ladies, please do not patch up in an abusive relationship. It takes life away. Please. It's better for you to remain a single mother than to live your life in a marriage where your children will see you being unhappy for the rest of your lives. And that is what is happening to Regina now. If truly she's been unhappy in that marriage, she has relied on something else. Amobi, if truly is beating her, she should leave the man. I am telling you. Amobi, I don't know if you're a woman or a man. I am advising as a mother, even as old as I am, if my husband starts beating me, you don't know the implication of somebody eating a woman in the home. We have less power. And go where? Hey! Amobi is telling me, you want her to leave and go where? She doesn't have her parents' home. She cannot work on her own and get a job and be taking care of her children. You are a man. Because you are a man, that's why you are talking like this. My dear, I beg you. I know you are a man and you have your ego. So you will subscribe to a man eating a woman. I am sincerely surprised at you. And that will solve the problem. Of course, that will solve the problem. If they are not together again, maybe a temporary separation can help matters. Don't you know that anything can happen in the heat of you eating yourselves, beating yourselves? Somebody can just push. Ordinary push can take somebody's second person's life. Do you not know, sir? So you subscribe to a woman being beaten and she stays in that marriage. I fear you, Mr. Mobi. You subscribe for a man to be beating you, and you say, so if you have a daughter or you have a sister, you tell her, stay there, he's beating you, and so. That's not nice. Don't ever, please don't preach that again. Don't preach that again. So many lives have been lost in the process. This is a young lawyer that was just called to bar 3 days ago. So a few months ago. She's gone today. She was strangled by her husband. No. Asheku, any other person could listen to him and feel that it is right. No. It's not right for any man to touch you. If you get married today and the man beats you tomorrow, carry your load and run. That man is not what to be a man. He's Nwoko'S. The man He's Nwoko'S. A man that hits a woman is not a responsible man. What are you talking? Don't ever downplay DV. Never in your life downplay DV. Please. It's a very serious issue. A lot of people do not even mean to hurt their partner. Just ordinary, scuffle. You can push that person and that person goes. What happens to your children? Your children will be at the mercy of the society that is full of trash. Nobody is the society that has not looked after themselves. They want to look after your children. If it is here abroad, your children might be taken over by the social services and they are well taken care of. If you are, Mr. Nobi said, if you are afraid to face the challenge of life, I think it's silly. No man on earth is perfect. She has family, there is problem, report the family and they will fix it. Mr. Amobi, I am tired of you. So if they have issues and they sort it today, you go tomorrow, my husband beats me. So your child will be coming home, your daughter can be coming home every time to say, man, this man beats me. You are saying you are fixing. What are you fixing? Terry said the same way he accused the fourth wife of taking substance. Maybe, and it could be, she might have been taking it, the fourth wife might be taking it at that time too. Maybe she was emotionally abused too. You don't know what they were going through in that marriage. For them to start, that means the senator should be questioned then. If all your wives, at least 2 of them now, have been to substance after you married them, what pushed them into it? So it's your fault, sir. So just the general one, Jare, because Mr. Mobi is one of the enablers of DV, I can see that. But I am against DV, and I will stand I will stand against it. I'm an advocate for DV, and I will always advise everybody, both male and female, do not be pressured into marriage and you stay in a marriage where abuses go on. Please, never take it for an alternative. Nothing worth your peace. Nothing worth your peace. Please, that's my own for tonight, and we'll meet again when we meet. Good night, everyone. I'm tired because this man safe. You understand it. I'm tired. Thank you very much. I hope to see you guys tomorrow again. We'll talk about abuse. We'll talk about, DV. We'll talk about substance misuse. We'll talk about everything that is, trending. All right. So we'll see tomorrow. Never settle for less. Please, it's better to stay in your family home. Do your own job. Look for something to do on your own. Be stable financially as a woman so that when a man will not tell you, shebi it is me that is making you, what can you do without me in your life? If a woman is financially stable, she will not say, I must stay there by force, by tulasi. Good night. Love you all.